Hey everyone, it's Psychic Medium Elizabeth Grow, the Paranormal Priestess, and welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Elizabeth, and I am a professional medium, angel communicator, and a remote spirit extractor specialist. And you can find my website, theparanormalpriestess.com, and that's where I have all my services, my readings, and the specialized high-level unique clearing work that I do internationally. This is going to be an intense message, another intense message, one that many of us have been waiting for, really. So we've been through so much, as I usually say, and I have to definitely reiterate the fact that the equinox, the fall equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere, was a really, really rough one. Really rough one for me. I went through a lot of different physical sensations, a lot of emotions came up, and it was difficult. And I did talk to some of you who had readings with me, and you expressed that it was very interesting, and you were kind of worried about what you were feeling as well. And I have to say that throughout the readings that I've been doing, that the angels were continually bringing up fall. They were showing me fall leaves. And this seemed to be a really, really important message for those who are, especially who are twin flames. And now I can see, after getting some of the messages, why. And, all these cosmic events that we have been going through, it's all been progressing, it's all been upgrading, it's all been assisting us. We've been getting so much assistance from the divine that it's just really an amazing thing. And, being grateful is what I mentioned in the last video, and I'm continually just being grateful for living in these times where we're having these miracles happen, and the fact that we are having divine couples come back together to serve humanity. People are just waking up, and some sporadically waking up. So a lot of things are changing here. So for those of you who have been struggling, and I know many of you do, these types of struggles, what we're experiencing as not feeling good or not working out, or that we need something to happen and it's not happening, these types of things are literally being dismantled, and everything's going to be a clean slate. So without further ado, I wrote some of these messages down. This time I spoke directly to Archangel Gabriel. So she gave me these messages, and I really hope that it helps to maybe validate for you or help to give you more hope. As always, leave your comments. I love speaking to you, and it's great just to have an open conversation about things. And if I don't get a chance to respond to, a lot of people who do leave comments on the channel, I apologize. I do the best that I can to get back to everyone, but it's been hard to just keep up with the flow of every single person. So it's not really possible to always answer everybody, although I am compelled to. Please forgive me if I don't get back to your comments. I do read as many as I can. And for contact information for me, you can always go to the description, and it's there. Okay, and if you like what you hear, there are other videos that are on the channel that may help you out. Some are related to the paranormal, definitely spiritual techniques that will help to clear you and shield you. And there are a lot of other messages and maybe topics that can assist you on your own journey. So feel free to check those out and subscribe to the channel if you're interested. So October, wow. October is a month of absolute newness, to be brand new, clean slate, changes, things that we have never experienced before. Okay, the first thing that Gabriel starts out with is that the month of October is a wondrous, magical month indeed. This month of the 5D anchoring takes full effect in those individuals who have had their spiritual awakenings occur previously, as well as this anchoring is penetrating those who are set to awaken further now or have not awakened fully, okay, and are now activated. So these energies that have been coming through, it's been like a very, very, very huge amount of light just coming through, filtering through the body, really cleansing us in a very, very huge way, which is a lot of those sensations that people were talking about. And I know I was getting a lot of presses on my skull, my head, pain behind my ears, stomach pain, very severe spinal pain. You can actually feel the energy pouring through the ground and actually coming through the body. And it caused a lot of those really painful sensations, and it triggered a lot of the emotions following that. So it's just really important that, you guys realize what that was. And it was truly to help us. It was truly to activate. And this energy has really been awakening a lot of people. Okay, so if you do have a twin who is sleeping, don't give up. I know for some of you it has been a long journey and it has seemed like it was hopeless. But I have to say that from getting these messages, that things are really going to be brand new, and you're going to be experiencing things that you may never have guessed in the past due to how things were playing out. Okay? For those of you who have come here with templating missions of light, these 5D anchoring energies are completing their processes this month. Okay, so that's really important to know for October. It is the higher self anchoring that is taking place. And this is the higher aspects of the soul that now will be driving the physical body into actions of higher nature. Now, this is really, really important. This is the 5D that we're talking about, the 5D living. That anchoring of the true identity, the higher self, coming into the physical vessel. Okay, so we are becoming our true selves, guys. We are becoming who we always were meant to be. Okay, and this goes for your beloved as well, that they are now going to have that 5D anchoring. For some, it's been partial anchoring, okay? And now this is going to be completing, okay? So this is, as always, it's an ongoing process, going to be completed. But the fact that they're talking about, or Gabriel rather is talking about the 5D anchoring, okay, is really, really important. And remember, that changes everything, especially when we're talking about the beloveds and the awareness, the remembrance. Okay, the physical body is being upgraded by, the physical body being upgraded by light codes was preparation for the human vessel to embody more of the divine remembrance, and these codes of activation were the trigger for mass awakenings to happen. So there it is right there with the mass awakenings, is that this energy was so strong coming in with this equinox that some people was literally just blasting them open, like blasting their third eyes open, and they just literally were just experiencing things that they just really never would have understood, and maybe still don't understand, but they're now having those experiences opening up. Okay, so don't give up any hope, because the assistance is absolutely here. Okay, higher selves are now going to be anchoring into place within the human vessel, so that it is the love that is running the mind, the heart that is in charge. Yes, the month of October is the month where the leaves begin to change in some parts of the world. Okay, and this is what we will use as an analogy. Okay, the fall leaves come with beautiful, vivid colors. Then they fall and they crumble to the ground, and the earth goes to sleep only to awaken in the spring. And the changes of these leaves are the soul. The parts of the soul that are falling away and that are dying. This is the old paradigm. And what is now set to awaken is a new way. A brand new way. So whatever you have experienced in the past, okay, in regards to yourself, how you felt about yourself, how you lived life, whatever blockages that you've had, whatever limitations, those types of things. And those are also, of course, with your beloved in regards to your reunion. Those are the types of things that falling away. We have a brand new beginning new start. And it's really a very exciting start because with these higher energies, we can only know that we're going to have higher experiences as individuals in connection with Source, having the Christ consciousness. And that also allows us to experience our individual lives in a much more joyous way, in a much more peaceful way. Okay, and this is exactly the type of energy that's needed in order for a divine reunion, a physical union, to be able to take place in harmony. Because remember the last video where I was talking about that harmonizing effect that these energies were having on both beloveds. And this is really important, so that way the divine beloveds can come together in harmony, stay together, and be able to be their true authentic selves, bringing love, bringing that third energy, bringing that to humanity to heal her. So definitely keep that in mind. Okay, so the old 3D paradigm, okay, falling away. There are many who are asking about 5D and how this will be, but most often they do not understand it. This is because it cannot be rationalized by the mind, but only felt with the heart. So we are truly now in the movement where we are living from the heart and not from the mind. It is all about the heart. Being able to feel our way through life, to feel someone's vibration, okay? And just know from their vibration whether or not it resonates. To be able to feel whether or not we should experience something, or whether or not we should, choose this option rather than this other option. We are no longer going to have those arguments with the rational mind and have the ego override us. We are going to feel our way and trust those answers. So that is really, really very huge when it comes to 5D living and 5D consciousness, is that our hearts are what's going to lead and guide us. October is the beginning of those who are in alignment with the alignment with their hearts and with the divine to experience the fifth dimension while still incarnated on the physical 3D planet. The fifth dimensional living is the living that is the divine alignment with the heart. Yeah, that is. It is feeling, it is the connection, the oneness of all nature and its immaculate miracles. It is the awareness, and it is by the awareness that life will be manifested differently as well as instantly. Okay, so 5D reality within a 3D planet is that the new human of the 5D consciousness will function at a high level that was never made possible before. The love and light of the 5D human will transform Gaia and heal all who live upon her. Okay, so living from the heart, with intention, we are able to instantly create our realities. Since the frequencies are much faster, the vibrations are much higher. We, as humans, are an upgrade now. And the upgraded human from 3D to 5D. So with these newer energies, it is most definitely focused on our hearts and where we place our intention. And those intentions, those emotions, driving the intent, will instantly create what we experience. So now we can view ourselves as creators and not victims of circumstance. So that's a very huge part of 5D living. Those of 5D will be able to live a life of ultimate love, joy, and abundance. And most of all, they will come into their self-mastery as their souls have been attempting to do throughout lifetimes. Okay, and the 5D living will assist in lifting the planet further into 5D. as well, which this has obviously not taken place as of yet. So the planetary ascension, of course, is underway. But we are all here living 5D within ourselves to be able to heal this planet and lift her back, assist in lifting her back to where she once was. October brings the 5D anchoring into the body to assist humanity. It is now the graduating of the soul. So for many of us, we are graduating as souls. We are not going to be incarnating any longer. Reincarnation is going to be something that will be completed for us. So we are graduating souls of self-mastery. Okay, so for many of you who resonate with that, this would be your last lifetime, and you chose this in order to have your soul graduate. Okay, graduating souls, okay, coming back together with the other part of their soul, with their divine beloved, okay, and those beloveds assisting humanity back to her original state. The focus of October is to be the authentic soul that you are and bring your true soul's essence to those who are still struggling. For those who are twin flames in particular, you are called now into your work, and this work is most important to partake in now. Now, this is coming up a lot in my readings lately, so I definitely want to just add more to that. That for those who are twin flames, it is absolutely time for you to step into your mission, and not only just step in, but actually really go ahead and do it. It's not so much about meditating for a while and reflecting for a long time about it or anything like that. It's really truly needed that if you have been, I guess what I'm trying to say is procrastinating about it. If you've been procrastinating, taking a couple of steps forward only to be fearful and draw yourself back and not taking those action steps, October is now the time where these missions are absolutely crucial. They are needed. They do hold the key to your beloved partnership. Okay, so for many of you who have sessions with me, a lot of it has to do with the missions and talking about your gifts, your abilities, talking about what it is that you are to bring. And a lot of the sessions that I do, they get very, very specific as to what these missions are and how to go about it and that type of thing. So if you are interested in learning more about your mission, if you're not quite sure 100% about it, you can always have a reading with me and I can channel your angelic team and they can let you know what you are here to do and assist you with getting that set up. But ultimately, no matter what your angelic team, brings out, it's you that takes the steps. And the steps are what's highlighted this month, taking the action steps. So for those of you who are procrastinating and you have clear ideas as to what you're here to do, now's the time to go ahead and step in. And this, of course, is going to attract your twin flame as well, so it has the added bonus of that. But truthfully, this is about your self-mastery. It's about what you signed up here to do. You are being a powerful soul, because that's what you are. You are a powerful divine soul, and you're being that authentic self on this planet now. And you are a leader. So by being you, being empowered, standing on your own 2 feet, strong, confident, and loving, and with integrity, and enjoying what you're doing, that will really help everything to fall into place. So the twin flame beloved will come, of course, within divine timing. But that is definitely an attraction to be able to be your powerful, authentic self, do your mission, focus on it, be passionate and enjoy it, and your twin flame will be attracted and will join you with mission. Step into your light, Gabriel says, for your light is now coming into full control. So it is the light. It is your true essence, which is going to be taking the wheel. No longer is the mind going to be taking the wheel. It's going to be about your true soul, your true authenticity. The old baggage of the 3D identity and struggles are outshined by the new light, transmuted. The purging of some lingering emotions in order to let go and transmute is still finishing up for some. So if you are currently still feeling some emotional struggles, feeling those low points, some anxiety, it's okay, because it is coming out. And I know so many of you are working extra hard and working with what's coming up and releasing it. And again, if you need any kind of assistance with that, I'm here for reading sessions, and we can channel your angelic team and specifically pinpoint what is coming up for you to release. They give exact things, guys. So these readings really do cover a lot. So if you feel maybe unsure of what you're getting, if you're getting some things and you want to just reconfirm, I'm also here for that. But I know some of you are finishing up releasing the last of these things, and I'm telling you, it's coming to the end. So I know it's been very exhausting, but don't worry, you've been doing great. You've been sticking with it, and it is all going to a very, very beautiful place. Okay, all of this is going to a beautiful place. It's going to be joy, love, peace, that place that we are creating here on the planet. The earth absolutely is going through shifting. So despite what you see on the news, I know there's a lot of things that are going on in the world now, very alarming, but you have to understand that the light is here. The light is flooding in. Okay, and these lower energies really do not have a leg to stand on any longer. Okay, so we have that desperation mode from that side, but the light is here and the light is impacting. So keep the faith with that. Okay. It says also here the purging of some lingering emotions. So again, as it comes up, work with it. It's coming out for your benefit. Okay, let go and transmute it. For others, they have stepped into their 5D identities fully and are now finding their new reality quite exciting and magical. So if you are still feeling the lower emotions, ask us to assist in the last of the pouring out so that the 5D self can anchor all the way. And of course, I'm here if you feel guided to work with me, and I am also guided to work with you as well. And we can pinpoint some of those last things and work on them in order to release them. Okay? When the anchoring happens, the shift will feel exhilarating and liberating. Nothing will feel the same. Changes will only fill you with joy, peace, and gratitude. Twin flames who have been struggling are now letting go of that struggle due to the new 5D light codes and their higher selves coming into full anchoring. The struggle is disappearing as the runner and chaser are no longer going to be relevant. And that's really important. For many of the twin flames now, the runner and chaser, that type of thing, the push and pull, the need, the desperation, so many of you have just said, okay, you know what? This is not the case anymore. I've surrendered. I've accepted. I'm taking care of myself. I'm connecting with my twin flame's higher self. And I'm just trusting everything, trusting the whole process. So many of you have been doing fantastic with that. That's the energies. The energies that have been pouring through you, upgrading you. You now know the truth within your heart. Again, the heart is what's running the show and not the mind any longer. It's the feeling. It's the experience through the heart. And your heart knows that yourself and your beloved are here to make major changes. They will understand it. They will get it. They will become aware when the time is right. And you are assisting them with your love, with your compassion. Okay, so many of you have let go of that really, really desperate type of grasping and worry and the fear that maybe these things are not going to take place for you. Because now your heart is front and center and telling you the truth of the story. So this is really, really good. The needs are leaving. It is surrender and trust in every moment that is a 5D. And this is what's being experienced much more. The fear of lack and the fear of being left alone are illusions. The new 5D human knows that they are never alone, and this has given a sense of acceptance and of connection at all times. So that's definitely 5D living. Knowing that you are never alone, that life is interconnected, that we are connected with the divine, and that we are divine ourselves. We know that our love is beyond any kind of physical limitation. This is a 5D. We know that we are always supported by the divine, or that all we need to do is to take the time to connect. Again, this is the 5D human that is aware of that and is proactive with it. Time itself is no longer relevant. Time is more fluid and is eternal. We are losing a sense of time. It is becoming a solid stream that can be swam and traveled in with an instant of intention. To live 5D is to connect with all and to experience the joys that are eternal. The limitations of the mind are no longer going to be present for those who are 5D, for the 5D human knows that what they intend is instant, therefore there are no limits on what can be created. It is 3D that fears and puts limits. Let go of the old and do not hang on. The old way, the old life, the old identity, all that is old is no longer there for you to experience. It is all brand new. And is to be experienced for the very first time. So this is a fresh start with newer and higher energy, with heart. Twin flames, you have come so far and have had to get through so much mental and emotional programming throughout the ages. You've had so many energetic blocks, and all of this has been through lifetimes of growth and learning that you have bravely decided to experience. But now is the time of freedom. It is the time that is without limits. It is the time of divine authenticity. It is the time of true soul essence. It is the time that you bravely step forward into the world and show your light, and this light shall heal all that come across it. For twins, you are now called into action. You are called into your own souls, then called together, and together you shall create a new way and a new templating for love to flood the planet. Actions are here, changes are here, miracles are here, and these will be newer, fresher experiences that you have desired for so long. Connect to this, and you shall see that nothing's the same, because it is of much faster frequency and higher vibration. How could it be the same? Let go and be within the 5D. It will bring to you all that you have wanted, because this has been meant by the divine will. The greater plan is here. Connect to it, and you shall see. So I commend all of you who are watching this video right now for all the work, for everything that you've been through. I hear so many of your stories, not only through emails, but also through sessions. And it's just really a beautiful, beautiful, reassuring thing to know that the way we're experiencing and moving through life now is so much higher and grander, and that we no longer perceive ourselves as victims of circumstance, that we view ourselves as divine creators, that we are living from the heart, letting our love lead instead of the mind with its judgments, with its illusions, its fear-based thoughts. It's a beautiful thing that the divine has been bringing us all of these activations. And although some of them have been uncomfortable, we feel the gratefulness that we're getting the help. We're getting the help, and that this is all happening. And this is all meant to happen. So I've been really thinking about that, about how grateful that I am for everything that has been taking place. I was talking about being grateful for the twin flame union that you have that's now, even if it's not manifested yet, that union is still there and that energetic connection. And I just want to share this personal experience that I had. Last night, I was praying to Archangel Michael, and I was praying to Archangel Shamuel, and I was praying on behalf of my twin flame, to assist him with his awakening, with his remembrance. But at the same time, I was grateful for his process and grateful for the fact that, it's happening and I'm supporting it. I'm grateful for the fact that he's getting the help when he needs it, and being compassionate about that. And I thanked them for hearing my prayers. And I affirmed that I am committed, that I'm committed to him, I'm committed to this path, and thank you for hearing my prayers. And literally, you see this bracelet right here that has the infinity symbol. I don't know if you can see that. Now, I had that actually in my own personal altar. It was laying flat by a pink candle, which was lit. And it was not by the edge or anything like that. I was laying flat. And literally, when I said, thank you for hearing my prayers, it flew off and fell onto the ground. At that moment, the infinity symbol. So, talk about, a sign, that they're saying, hey, but your prayers are answered. Okay. Also, I'll share something that happened just today, this morning, is that I went into the bagel shop, to get some breakfast, and my mom, who has been a great support with this journey, God bless her, she's been such a support through everything I've been through, and I was speaking to her about how I was staying committed to this path, that I loved my twin. I wasn't sure where he was in his awakening, but I believed in it. I was committed to him and committed to the path. And as soon as I said that, literally, there was a girl sitting at another table with a couple of other girls, and she literally said his name out loud. Oh, that's and said his name that you're talking about. You're talking about, and then she said his name again. And I was beside myself. I have experienced many, many synchronicities like that and signs, but it's just, it excites me. It gets me every time, like at the drop of the hat, that you'll just get a very direct answer from the angels, from the divine. So, and that from yesterday to this morning, really just encouraging me to keep going, stay in your path. It's timed the way that is according to the divine, and you're doing a great job, and you're staying committed, and this will absolutely give you these beautiful results. So don't give up. And just so reassuring, and I wanted to share that with some of you out there who may be feeling that, I don't know how or when, or still maybe a little bit in that lower vibration. Do not worry. The assistance is here. Now's the time. The changes are here. Everything is brand new. So I hope this helped you out. And again, I'm here at paranormalpriestess.com. If any of you are drawn to having a session, I can definitely do that for you. For those who contact me, just please allow for at least about 48 hours until I can get back to you. That's kind of the turnaround time because of the people that are contacting me. So I will get back to you, but if it is a couple days or a few days, I'm here. I just need to be able to balance everything, and there's only so many hours in a day, so I will try my very, very best. In the description, you can find all that contact information, and questions or comments, leave them below, and enjoy. If you are in the northern hemisphere, if you are in the southern hemisphere, it is spring, and so everything is awakening, and that's always a beautiful time as well. So that's pretty much it, and I'm wishing you so many blessings, and remember, especially this season of the year, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Many bright blessings, and I'll see y'all